this thing at 5. I'll be late. I'm going up and down, up and down, up and down. But I be trying to be up in this thing a little earlier. But we here. And we're gonna work. We're gonna work. But I guess it'd be kind of good anyway, because I be trying to get to the Smoothie King. Well, tropical smoothie. So they don't open till a certain time anyway, so I guess they give me a little leeway. But I be trying to get this thing at 5 so I can have that time in that jacuzzi. The earlier I am, the more likely I can get in that thing by myself. And ain't nobody up in there, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. So, let me get my rounds in. People kind of, some people up in this thing kind of early. Look at my main guy. He up in here. I don't know if you see me. Hey, good morning. Good morning. That be the one who don't like you to bring your bag up here. But if I want to bring my bag up here, I'm gonna bring my bag up here because if I'm paying for something, you ain't gonna tell me what I'm gonna do. Bringing my stuff up here. So let's do guest. Let's quick start. But, so, yeah, again, catch y'all up, so I'm in the middle of auditioning, if you don't know, and, I will, what's the day, I think next week, I'll find out if I go to the next round, so, I said if anybody could, like, guess what team I'm on, I'll let you know what team I'm on, but, yeah, so, next week, I think, what's the day like? I can't see no date nowhere, but like the 25th or something like that. Well, really like the end of the month, I should find out if I go to the next round or not. So, that's where we at with that. But I get up and I do these little workouts, do my warm up and stuff like that. And then I'm gonna get started on some stuff once I done warmed up my body. But you know, some stuff had just kind of like happened in, this kind of past time. We have to make sure that we are protecting, our generations, our future generations, as well as past generations as well. But I'm specifically talking about future generations. And I just think that we have to be, despite how the generations are changing and we get this constant flux of how individuals change over time, whether we think it's for the better, the best, or for the worst. We have to protect them. We have to make sure that we're guiding them. And I hate when, especially my experience, when adults get in the way of guiding and making sure that our future generation is progressing. And And I just think that it's sad and unethical that that happens and we don't have. I feel like this. If you are in a, and again, I know it's difficult because I myself think that it's difficult with this generation as well. I still just ultimately think that we got to make they, yeah, they do love to hear that. They love to hear themselves talk. But I just feel like we have to make sure. Yeah, this is all crazy. I feel like we just have to make sure that our peoples are good. Just be babbling Muppets, lonely, feminine, and I think that, I just think it's important that we make sure that our future generation is being guided and that some of us, previous generations can like get in the way. And when I say that, it's like egos and mindsets and different things like that can hinder future generation and stuff. Like, okay, like what do you need? How can I help you? How can I guide you? How can I make you better? Instead of do it the way I did it, or different people. Everybody has a different path and how they take that path. And it's like, let me figure out how that path works for you. And I tell you, this is what I did, and this is how. For instance, I hate the fact that I feel like the older generation want like the newer generation to work so hard, like they did. Like, oh, you ain't working hard. I don't want to work hard. I want to work smart. I don't want to. Oh, dang, what's up from Russia? I'm good, how are you? And it's like, I don't want to work hard. I want to work smart. I don't want to work a 9 to 5 and at a job I really don't like, but I have to because I have no choice and yada, yada, yada. No, I'd rather live my life working smart. Yes, I want to be able to get this income, live how I want to live, but also have a little free range to do the things I want to do. And granted, yes, sometimes you have to do things that you don't want to do in order to get the things that you want to do. But ultimately, the time is changing, and it's definitely different ways, as the old time said, to skin a cat. And so, in other words, it's different paths to everything. Every person could I could want to be a doctor. The person next to me, next 5 people could want to be doctors. And how they get to being doctors could be totally different paths. Yeah, they're going to go to school. Somebody might need to take a break. Somebody might need to go home to take care of family for a while. Somebody might push all the way through and go straight there, within a given time. There's so many different ways to get to goals and even get to the same goal. I feel like I have friends that are in art and we are working toward, a goal, and we're all getting there differently. I feel like one of my friends, so even living in New York, right, I'll give y'all a little story. Living in New York, I'm working, I'm auditioning, I'm doing all the artist things, right? One of my friends, she goes to the Ely School, for dance. Another one of my friends, she going to Columbia, getting her master's in, acting, theater. And me, on the other hand, I was going to go to this conservatory, but the conservatory ended up not paying my full ride. And so I was just like, I'm going to just go ahead and enroll, and I'm going to get me an apartment, and I'm going to do what I need to do, I guess on the street-wise. and not through school. And that worked too. And I found out that when we would have our conversation with my friend who was in Columbia and my friend who was at the Elvin Ely School, that we were still going through the same things, just in different ways. You're learning what you're learning in the Ely School, you're learning what you learn through Columbia, and I'm learning what I'm learning, like just, I guess you say, through the streets. And when I say that, I mean like, I'm auditioning, I'm going to classes, making sure I'm keeping up on my craft, however the case may be, doing that way, instead of actually being in an institution. But, and it all worked. Like, I remember it was a conversation like, oh yeah, we had a class about, auditioning. Oh, I learned that when I went to the audition. My other friend like, yeah, we had a thing about auditioning. Like, we're all learning the same thing. We all have a similar goal. And what I'm saying is, it's different ways to get there. And I think we do have to be a little more conscious of guiding this next generation and not being so harsh and being open and understanding. Yes, some things is like, just what are we doing? And I look at other things too, being a guiding figure of the future generation. I think like there's some good and some promising things, and some things I feel like are good things that we do, that we have progressed and come a long way. And then sometimes I think people use things as a crutch. It's like a handicap. So, yeah, we're not gonna like everything, but we just need to help as much as we can and touch the ones that want to be touched, I guess, and want to grow and progress and have that guiding force. But we definitely can't leave them alone and leave them to hang, because that's just not beneficial for anyone, especially if we want to progress and keep moving forward as people, and especially as Black people. Let's not forget that and leave that out. So, but yeah, I just hate that because some situations just had happened that makes me really upset. And the fact that sometimes it's not even their fault. And the generations before can hold the future generation back. And I would even go far, they say even sabotage. It's pretty much was what I feel, the generation, because whatever vendetta that you have and that you can't let go, and you're making all these excuses for yourself not to be progressive, so you'll rather take down. And even though these are, young adults, you would interfere with their success. Stop that. It's not cute at all. But we need to learn how to progress and grow from it and not be trying to pull people down. It's actually pretty disgusting. So, yeah, stop getting in the way. Stop, I think adults, or like I said, the past generation will get in the way sometimes of allowing, or just their own egos in a way. Just their own egos in a way. Oh, this is mine, but actually this is not yours. This is actually about them, and you're making it about you, and it shouldn't be. So, yeah, but we dancing. I'm about to put y'all up, and we about to get this work, do a few of my things, and I'm about to let y'all watch what I'm putting up. This one right here. I'm gonna put y'all. I don't have headphones with y'all. So I might be a little muffled for y'all. So just bear with me. Okay. Okay, let's see. That should be good, right? Where I usually put it, right here. So y'all can see, boom. Y'all can see. I'll put y'all down here, so y'all can take a look. All right. I'm gonna test this thing with y'all on it. Y'all gonna fall. And all right, here we go. I'm feeling pretty good about going to the next month. Once I figured it out. Yeah, yeah. If I get this finalist, if I go to this finalist, I think it's it could be a slight like still not make it, but I think I may have it. So I'm definitely. In a dream in person, some of this stuff. If I'm in an audition and you ask me to do it, or boom at that time, I'm gonna stop. I'm just not being like, I don't know. It's like harder to do it when you're not in that adrenaline pumping environment. It's crazy. It shouldn't be like that. Don't. So you need to make sure y'all doing it for yourselves. So Just some movement that they do that I'm trying to make sure that I'm working on. It's all. Get your boy SQ. Love y'all too. I do need to do these kip-ups. I do need to do these kip-up on my back. Let's do it into the combination. So let's do my freestyles. We'll do my freestyles. I haven't been really doing open. But if I wanted to, I guess I could. I don't know, but I ain't really been having to really work my freestyles. But I've been doing that. What else? Of course. I just have to what's up. Like I need these seconds to go up. These seconds will go up. I can also go into my something like that. Trying to keep my skills up. What else? What else I need? Y'all funny. I'm my stepping. What I've been doing? That's all I got, y'all. Y'all funny. Y'all funny. Thank y'all though. I appreciate y'all. But I'm wrapping up for today. Appreciate y'all for joining in. Catch me again tomorrow. Same time. Same place. Alright.